North Macedonia, officially the Republic of North Macedonia, is a landlocked country in Southeast Europe. Skopje is its capital and largest city, and we bring to you in this vlog our experience of visiting Skopje, North Macedonia. Skopje lies in the north of the country, in the center of the Balkan Peninsula, approximately halfway between Belgrade and Athens. To us, visiting Skopje was pretty special as Mother Teresa was born over here. It was a very quick trip for us where we visited the memorial house of Mother Teresa. We also made a day trip to Kosovo from Skopje. We are going to bring all of that to you in our vlog, so stay tuned till the end of this video and hit the subscribe button as well. Skopje was the epicenter of a massive earthquake which the world had recorded on the 26th of July 1963 at 5:17 in the morning. Over 75% of all the people in the city lost their homes and over 1,000 people lost their life. The old railway station of Skopje today houses the city museum, where one can find an exhibition about this earthquake. In fact, the clock on the facade of this old railway station still shows 5:17, the point when the earthquake hit the city. The Teresa Memorial House is dedicated to the Catholic saint and Nobel Peace Prize laureate Mother Teresa. It is located in the heart of Skopje, and we really enjoyed visiting this memorial because Mother Teresa is a very close figure to us who are coming from Kolkata, India. This memorial house is located on the popular Macedonia Street in the center of Skopje, on the very location of the once Sacred Heart of Jesus Roman Catholic Church, where Mother Teresa was baptized. This memorial house is worth 2 million euros, and it was opened on the 30th of January 2009 by the then Macedonian Prime Minister Nikola Gruevski and is one of Skopje's newest landmarks. One can learn a lot about Mother Teresa's life and her story by visiting this house. And on the top of the building is a church. When visiting Skopje, it is definitely a must, getting to know one of the most famous personalities of the 20th century.
This is the place where the original house of Mother Teresa was present.
Dedicated to Macedonia's independence, the Porta Macedonia is a memorial arch located on the Pella Square. Its construction started in 2011 and was completed in January 2012. Due to its high cost, the arch is 21 meters in height, and it was a pleasant sight for us in the city. Right next to this triumphal arch of Skopje lies the Women Warrior Park. It's a small park loaded with monuments and statues commemorating World War II. This park is nice with shades and lots of trees and benches to enjoy a small rest or have lunch. The stone bridge is a bridge across the Vardar River in Skopje, the capital of North Macedonia, built by Sultan Mehmed the Conqueror. It's a beautiful architectural feature that adds character to the city's landscape. We saw how the past meets the present and the tradition touches the contemporary living while walking across this bridge. Macedonia Square is the main square of Skopje and the largest square in North Macedonia, with a total extent of 18,500 square meters. It is located in the central part of the city and crosses the Vardar River.
The Skopje Bistan is located in the interior of the Bazar, just above the western entrance of Sulyan. Built in 15th century at a time when Ishak Bey was the ruler of Skopje, it soon became the center of city's trade around which the Bazar was built. This area is completely made of stone structure with a rectangular form on which the influence of Western architecture is noticeable. It has 4 entrances arranged in the central parts of the facades on all 4 sides.
The Church of St Demetrius in Skopje is a cathedral-style church located in the city center in the Jewish neighborhood right under the Skopje Fortress. Its bell tower dates back from the early 20th century. The Old Bazaar of Skopje is the oldest, most historically important and most atmospheric part of the city. Most of the sites that tell the story of the city's development are located within the Old Bazaar's boundaries. It dates back to the 12th century, making it the oldest marketplace in the Balkans and one of the original trading hubs of Europe. It was the Turkish during the Ottoman rule who gave the bazaar its form and feel, and due to that reason, Skopje's Old Bazaar is also called the Turkish Bazaar.
The Old Bazar occupies a huge portion of the intercity Skopje, extending from the foot of the Skopje Fortress all the way to the riverfront. And inside this bazaar, it has oddly shaped city blocks covered by Bezistan market areas, narrow stone alleys, occasionally opening out into broader streets and public squares.
Skopje's fortress is called the Fortress Kale, and it is located at the very center of Skopje on the left bank of the river Vardar and partly in the western part of the Old Bazaar. Kale in Turkish means fortress, and since the city was under the Ottoman rule, this fortress got the name Kale Fortress. We enjoyed walking along the walls of this fortress as it gave us majestic panoramic views of the entire city of Skopje. Visiting this fortress is free for everyone, and it's much recommended during your time in Skopje.
According to the information so far, it has been said that the area on which today's fortress is located was actually inhabited since the prehistoric times and was again inhabited during 7th to 6th century BC, and the settlement was protected by walls which existed sometime until the 4th or 3rd century BC. Mustafa Pasha Mosque was built in 1492 as a Mustafa Pasha testament, who was the vizier of the Sultans Bayezid II and Selim I and performed high functions in the Ottoman Empire. From the marble plaque above the front door, which contains Arabic text, it is evident that the building was built on the foundations of a medieval church. Unlike other buildings in and around the bazaar, this mosque did not suffer major damage from the 1963 earthquake. The largest of the former caravanserais, Kuruşumli An, is located on the place of the former iron bazaar in the immediate vicinity of the buildings of the Museum of Macedonia in Skopje. There are no specific date about the construction period of this region. However, it is assumed that it was built during the 16th century in the place of a former building. However, when we visited this place, we found it to be nearly in ruins.
The old Bazar of Skopje is dotted with several hammams and shelters like caravanserais from the Ottoman period. Unfortunately, today most of them are either in ruins or they have been converted to museums, which are not extremely popular among tourists. Anyways, we walked around the old town admiring the beauty of these places, many of them even though they were in shambles. We casually strolled in the old Bazaar of Skopje, had some nice snacks. We were full after eating here and we decided to call it a night. We made our way through the heart of the city back to our hotel.
Ministry of Justice.
Ministry of Magic.
আর তার সামনে কি আছে? তার সামনে আছে হলো বন্দুকবাজ, দুটো বন্দুক হাতে।
Hooligan.
Oh no.
The following day for us was mostly for relaxation and to enjoy ourselves walking in this city. We woke up late and went around the neighborhood of our hotel and landed up at a nice restaurant for authentic Macedonian lunch. One thing to keep in mind when you're traveling across the Balkans is that smoking is pretty common indoors. So, while sitting at restaurants, we always prefer to sit outside. That's what we did for our lunch as well. And we enjoyed amazing shopska salad, sausages and fries, and some sebappi. It was a very good experience. The atmosphere was good. And we can't wait to come back again to this wonderful country for amazing meals again. During our stay in Skopje, we also did not miss the opportunity of trying some nice desserts. We hope that you have enjoyed this video of ours about our experience in Skopje, North Macedonia. In our next vlog, we bring to you Kosovo, the country that does not exist.